Hi, well, good afternoon, everyone. Meteorologist Bo Fogel here, cutting into our YouTube and our 24/7 channel, give you your afternoon weather update. Not much has changed in the past few hours, but just kind of giving you a quick update on the current conditions and also talking about your weekend forecast. And of course, the big topic, your holiday forecast. And it's still looking like it's going to be a cold Thanksgiving for not only Nebraska, but for several Midwest states. But first, let's talk about the current conditions outside and then transition into your weekend forecast before we talk about the holidays. So, first, let's head outside real quick, and it just looks like a near repeat of what we saw yesterday. But at least, though, the fog has really lined up over the area. Now we have very good visibility, but it's still very gloomy outside. And that is going to continue for the rest of today. And then tonight, we'll start clearing out and see clear skies by late tonight into tomorrow. So let's look at the satellite and radar real quick. As expected, we're starting to see those showers transition from south to north to south. That meaning that the rain is starting to move southward and away from the metro. Now, we could still see a few sprinkles in the next few hours, but the showers are starting to lose a little bit of energy, and so they are expected to start lightening up and diminish by mid to late afternoon. So you can see that on the hour by hour here. Actually, let me go back a little bit. This model is actually trimming down the rain a lot, but I still think by 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock, you can see that majority of the rain stays well to the south into Missouri, southern Iowa, and far southeastern Nebraska. So for the metro, I think we're pretty much almost done. Like I said, a few sprinkles here and there is possible in the next few hours, but it's not going to accumulate at all. And then for everybody, the rain should be done by 9 o'clock. So this is not going to last much longer. Areas south of the metro could see an additional 1/10 of an inch of rain, but even then, that's being a little generous. So I'm not too concerned about the rain for much longer. But temperatures staying consistent in the mid 40s. We got 46 now in downtown Omaha. We got 45 in Millard, Elkhorn, and 46 in Bennington. Same trend for everybody else. Temperatures staying consistent in the lower to mid 40s. But Carroll, look at that, 39 degrees being reported there. But not much is going to be changing in terms of temperatures for the next few hours. We're still going to see temperatures stay consistent in the 40s and then cool down into the lower 30s tonight. Once those clouds start clearing out, especially after midnight, we're going to see the temperatures start to cool down. So the cloud cover traps the heat, quote unquote, heat at the surface, and that prevents temperatures from cooling down. But if we lose that cloud cover, that allows temperatures to cool down. So that's why we're going to cool down into the mid to lower 30s tonight. So for most of us, I think, so Omaha and Council Bluff, 30 degrees, I agree with that. Some of these other towns are just automatically forecasted for. So like Boys Town, Millard, and Ralston, it says 36, but I think you guys are going to be cooler than that. Same thing for Elkhorn. It says 34, but I could see you guys going down to 32 for tonight. So it is going to be a chilly night for the area, but as I said, the cloud cover will be out of here by late tonight into tomorrow. And then we have been first alerting you about this for the past couple of days, and it's coming, folks. Tomorrow and Sunday are going to be beautiful, and we finally are going to see the sunshine return. We so deserve this. I mean, after days of gloomy and foggy weather, I think we need some sunshine in the area, and we're going to get it Saturday and Sunday, and temperatures are going to be warmer in the lower 60s, and the winds not going to be an issue. So it would be an ideal weekend. Highly recommend putting up your Christmas lights or raking up any leaves left in your yard. If you have to do any last minute yard work, I highly recommend doing it this weekend. But biggest thing is I definitely would put your Christmas lights up before we see colder weather arrive in our area. And that looks like it's going to arrive around Thanksgiving. Look at your forecast and more in depth for tomorrow. We'll see mostly sunny skies. It is going to be a chilly start. Temperatures are going to be around freezing when you wake up tomorrow morning, but we recover and warm up very quickly for tomorrow. So it would be a good idea to be outside for tomorrow and enjoy the fall weather. If you are going to any of the Iowa games, you should be just fine. Iowa State and Iowa are both expected to see mostly sunny skies with temperatures in the 50s. So bundle cool up, of course, but it won't be freezing cold. Of course, Nebraska is away at Penn State. They are going to see chilly temperatures up there. So, yeah, I'm not too concerned about the Nebraska game. Iowa State and Iowa games should be just fine. But here's what we're going to be seeing. You see all that warm air? Yeah, it's going to be moving out of here by the holiday next week. So here, I'll go back a little bit. That went a little fast. So you can see right here, obviously, we're in more of the quote-unquote warm-ish section. Relatively warm air coming in from the south, but you can see it really increases by this weekend. You can see that warmer air arrives Saturday and Sunday and sticks around a little bit Monday, and then look at that, cold air from Canada arriving back into our area by Tuesday, and unfortunately, it's going to be sticking around for the next couple of days, from Tuesday into the holiday. Unfortunately, we are going to be seeing some chilly temperatures. So let me bring up a graphic to show you what I'm talking about in terms of temperatures. I just had it. Now I just lost it. Hold on one second, folks. No, not that one. Sorry, we have so many graphics. It's hard to keep up. Oh, here it is. Okay. All right. So, as I showed you, warm temperatures Saturday and Sunday. Monday and Tuesday, still not too bad. Pretty average this time of year. And then look how we drop by Tuesday into Wednesday. Highs on Wednesday, 38 degrees. And that's the same high expected for Thanksgiving and into Black Friday. So, expect a cold holiday this year. At least, though, as of now, the precipitation chances look to be low. But that could change. So let's transition into talking about the better chances of precipitation heading our way as that cool air comes in. So this is looking at the next 3 days. As I showed you, Saturday and Sunday are looking to be fine, but Monday is our next chance of precipitation. Because temperatures are too warm, it's going to be mainly rainfall. So I'm not too concerned about wintry mix for Monday. It's just going to be rain. But by the holiday, latest model runs have indicated that we could see a wintry mix. So here's looking at Monday. Whoop, I'm zooming out a little bit. So here's a look at Monday. You can see precipitation, scattered showers, kind of similar to what we're seeing right now, except for this time it's going to be west to east on Monday. And then that moves out of here by Tuesday, and then Wednesday looks to be dry as that cold air comes in. Once we reach Thursday, Thanksgiving, it looks like, look at that. Looks like we are going to see a system come in. The model did update a little bit, now showing that we'll see mainly rainfall, but I'm still keeping an eye on this wintry band right here in central Iowa. If I go back a little bit, you can see that it kind of trims just the northern part of the area. And so, like I said, it's been bouncing back and forth between us seeing something and us not seeing something. So we'll see, but for now, it looks like it's going to be mainly rainfall for Thanksgiving, but temperatures are going to be cold. As I showed you, temperatures are going to be in the 30s for for Wednesday and Thanksgiving. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see a little bit of a wintry mix. Here's an updated snowfall graphic for the next couple of days. You can see that now it has transitioned into. Actually, you know what? Let me go back a little bit. There you can see right here that the snow has been pushed off a little bit further north for this model anyways, and now mainly focusing Minnesota, the Dakotas, and northern Iowa. So it looks like this model is saying that we'll miss the snow for Thanksgiving and Black Friday. And then if we switch to a different model, let's see what this one says. You can see a little bit. Okay, don't freak out about that. That's way too far ahead. But you can see right there, it trims the upper part of the area according to this model. So you can see that there is still a possibility we could see a couple of snowflakes for Thursday and Friday for the holiday. If you're traveling north for Thanksgiving, you definitely want to keep an eye on the forecast because they are forecasted to get some snow up there. If you're staying local or moving south, you'll be fine. I'm not too concerned about that. So here's for your Thanksgiving holiday forecast. I'm thinking it's going to be mostly cloudy with those spotty rain and maybe snowflakes in the area. for now, it looks like it's going to be minimal. The bigger impact is going to be the cold temperatures. Expecting highs to only reach 38 degrees, maybe even cooler than that for Thanksgiving, and then same thing for Black Friday. So if you're planning on doing Black Friday shopping, you definitely want to bundle up for that. So it is going to be a cold Thanksgiving this year. And then a quick look at your 10-day forecast. We haven't changed a whole lot in terms of the 10-day forecast, but it's next week is looking to be active with a couple of chances of rain and maybe some snowflakes. Temperatures are going to tumble, so enjoy the 60s this weekend as we'll fall down to the 30s by Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and stay like that afterwards. So yeah, we have a cold blast heading our way, and it looks like it's staying around after Tuesday. So enjoy the 60s while you can, folks. I highly recommend getting your Christmas lights up this weekend or finishing up any last-minute yard work that you need to get done, because after this weekend, we're going to see more winter-like conditions. Monday and Tuesday are going to be fall-like, and then around the holiday, it's going to feel more like winter than fall. So enjoy this nice weather while you still can. So that's all the updates I have. I'll be doing the 3 and 4 o'clock this afternoon to keep you up to date. And then meteorologist Jade Steffens will be doing the forecast tonight. Main topics are still going to be that cold blast and the chances of rain and maybe a wintry mix for next week. So hopefully everybody's having a good Friday, and I hope you have a good weekend and you take advantage of the nice weather coming our way.